Tracy, welcome to the Create Podcast. I am so excited to connect with you and to celebrate your upcoming new project and to share your story with our audience. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be on the Create podcast. Oh my goodness, what a pleasure.
Oh, it's a treat for me too. And I've been connected with you and your work for a few years now. So I've seen your stunning paintings and I love your energy, even just your outfit today, like all the good vibes. For our listeners, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what's currently driving you? What's inspiring you?
Yeah, so my artist name is the Tracy Piper. You got to remember the, otherwise, there's so many Tracy Pipers out there. But I've been a professional artist for about 14 years, and my work has always centered around community, about belonging. And as I became a mother, as I've kind of, moved along, that messaging has gotten clearer and clearer. I think in the world, we have enough people who tell us we don't belong. So if I can just be one little cute artist who makes rainbows and makes people feel wanted and loved, then I'm doing something right in the world. And that's kind of the mission statement of the Tracy Piper. Yeah.
I love that so much. And for our listeners, please make sure to look at the gorgeous paintings. Was there a catalyst or some kind of pivotal moment that made you think about belonging and making people feel seen through your art? How did you get started with this whole theme?
Well, so, I mentioned becoming a mother. I definitely painted before I was a mother. But, when you bring life into the world, I think it's kind of you're on this like precipice. And for me, as I was thinking about bringing my child into the world, I was thinking about like, what is it that we all need to feel 110%? Like, what is it that I needed? I started asking other people, what is it that you needed? Because I really wanted to be a really good mom. And what's funny is this kind of interview that I would do with people is kind of where Scene really became born. And if for all of our listeners who are just getting to know me, Scene is a project that I've been doing for the last 5 years, and it asks people, what does it mean to feel seen? And that's kind of another side of the question of what do we all need to be good?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, motherhood really opened that door for me to feel comfortable even asking that kind of hard question of people.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of mothers feel that way. I don't think that's just me, but yeah.
I'm sure. I mean, that's the hardest job in the world. And I think for anyone, being seen is so important. I'm curious, what kind of responses do you get from people when you ask this question? What are there any ones that surprised you or shocked you?
I mean, what's really surprising is the project itself. So I've done 5 years. I do 50 people a year. So that's 250 people I've done now. And the
Wow.
surprising thing I've found is that all of the answers are different, but they really are about belonging. They're about not just how we look, and not just even like, I don't know. Yeah. They're they're all separate, but they all kind of just talk about this human experience. And I mean, that's amazing, right? And no eye is alike either. So that's fun. And I guess for a surprising one was actually my first book. And my friend, who's an amazing model, she's gorgeous, her name's Asia. She's amazing. I've known her since like elementary school. And of course, she jumped in. And for her response really kind of flipped my perception of her, even because her answer was looked at often, seen never. Ooh, I just got chills. I mean, how beautiful for a model who you think is like killing it. And that's her answer. And that's the beautiful thing about this project. People really, they give it to you.
Yeah.
But it's good, and it really changes your perspective about the world around you.
Oh, that's so powerful. And it's so true, especially in this very visible age where we're constantly under our own surveillance with our devices. And as artists, we're always putting ourselves and our work out there, but it doesn't mean that we truly feel seen or understood. And I really, really love that deeper exploration and that invitation for community as well. Can you walk me through what does it look like when you start this project? Can you take us through the steps? How do you get inspired? What are the elements of scene?
So for me, myself, like over the years, it's become almost like a ritual, right? So, when I first thought of it, I was like, oh my God, yes. allow others to tell us what it means, and I'm just a conduit. This is amazing. But now I really come to it like a ritual. It starts at the beginning of the year. I put an open call out on my Instagram. I don't choose who is a part of Scene. You choose yourself by signing up. And it's first come, first serve. So when we talk about inclusivity in art, this to me is a project that does that without even my hand in it. I mean, my hand is the painting, but I don't choose. You choose yourself. And in that in itself is part of the beauty of the project. And so then I just collect 50 people. They come from all over the world. I even had someone from Austria last year, which was cool. Hard to ship too, but we make it work.
Yeah. Wow.
And then as I collect the stories and they send me their selfies, that's how it goes. You just send me selfies because they're from all around the world. I choose a selfie. You don't get to tell me which selfie to use. I do 2 at a time. I spend about 45 minutes to an hour painting you, and you get what you get
That's so fun.
because I'm seeing you, right? Like that's the idea. It's like you gave me the opportunity to not only read your words, but to really look. And that's the other side of this project. I think, yes, we talk about me as a painter and we talk about the words, but the ability to see yourself in art, that's also the gift, right?
Yeah.
Not a lot of us have portraits of ourselves. That's
No.
that's a very rare thing. And oh, I forgot to mention the best part about this project. It costs nothing to participate. All it costs is your willingness to be seen. That's
I
it.
love that. Do
Yeah.
they have the ability if they want to collect their
Yes.
painting?
Yeah, they get first right of refusal. And you could even get a little discount for trusting me sight unseen, which is fun. Which actually surprisingly a lot of people do now, which is I'm very honored. But yeah, you don't have to buy your piece. And then, so this project is just so fun. The last part of this is if you don't buy your piece, that's totally fine. That's not the point of the project. I take about a year or two to try and sell your piece. And if it doesn't sell, I donate them to mental health charities across the country. I have enough that they ask
Powerful.
for eyes, I give them eyes. And so the project in itself really is about mental health. It's about choosing yourself, and then it goes on to help others. So it's like a win-win-win-win-win. It's a great project.
I like literally am so inspired right now because it's everything we need in this age of AI and noise and like quote unquote optimizing everything and really kind of removing our ability to be seen even more, right? I love that you're using art to not only create and spend time creating and sharing it with people, but also including them in the process. I mean, what is the response like from non-artists? I'm sure you have artists who participate as well, but I'm curious what kind of like feelings or experiences do people have with this project?
So I will say this, the first year I did it, I didn't know if it was a good idea, because who does a project where it costs nothing? But I didn't grow up with a lot of money, so it was important to me. Like I think there should be visibility in art. But the first time I did it, we were having our opening and a woman came up to me and who had been a part of the project, and she had said to me, Tracy, that question and doing this project allowed me to reflect enough to go to therapy and realize I was in an abusive relationship and
Mm.
leave.
Oh my God.
And that's when I knew this project was doing something more than just, hey, let's talk to each other. It actually has real world impact. And it's really surprising to me how often in this project I get people who have never answered that question for themselves, who have never felt seen. That's a common theme. And the fact that, me in my studio painting these paintings and asking the question and having the safe space can make that impact. It's why I'm doing it year after year.
That's so powerful. How do you feel this project has evolved since its inception to now, 5 years later? What's different? What do you love about it? What keeps you coming back, other than of course, the incredible impact that you're making?
I think what keeps me coming back is the impact on me. When I started this project, I was kind of thinking about others, thinking about mothering, thinking about those things. And I would say for this year, the 5th year, I'm really reflecting now on what these stories and how they've impacted me myself. I'm someone who didn't grow up feeling seen, who, even though I'm loud and outgoing, I still struggle. And with that, and to see people choose themselves over and over is healing for me. So I keep coming back to it because God, like, how strong is it that people choose themselves? I mean, it really is. It's not easy. And yeah, that's what keeps me painting.
Absolutely love that. Thank you for sharing that. And what can we expect this year? When is this new edition coming out? What do you have planned? Curious to hear about it.
Yeah, so Scene culminates in a book. So the fifth one, if you're watching, is in this book. It has the paintings and people's answers. So every year I publish a book. So there's 5 of them now. You can buy all 5. And
Wow.
that lives year round. But I do have openings for the show so that I can celebrate the people who are in the show. And this opening is going to be July 31st. It's coming up fast.
Yes. So exciting.
Yeah, I'm so excited. It's in a new gallery space. Yeah, I just can't wait. It's so fun. I let people, like, if you buy your piece, you can take it right off the wall. So the wall disappears. It's so fun.
Mm,
Yeah.
I love that. Can you share a little bit about your entrepreneurial spirit with our community? I really find it inspiring. And of course, you know me, I'm always rooting for artists to create their own opportunities. What is it like, especially in the beginning, for you to just come up with this idea and put it out there? Did you rent a space? Did you work with another gallery when you first launched it? Because, I'm all about artists. Like, if you don't have anyone inviting you, like, create your own, build your own table. I'm curious about your thoughts on this.
So let's start with Scene and then let's answer the broader
Yeah,
question. So
absolutely.
Scene itself, I was working with Voss Gallery in San Francisco at the time. I love
Amazing.
Ashley. She has been a huge person in my career. We bounce ideas off of each other all the time. I'm an idea, like too many ideas all the time,
Oh,
artist
same,
problems,
same.
right? And she has always been such a great editor for me. But to answer that on kind of the larger idea of like, how do you get started? It is hard. Being an artist is hard. And I really would tell anyone it's the power of yes. And you have to say yes to yourself first because nobody else will until you believe that what you're doing is right and good. And it's so hard. But if you can say yes to yourself, then you can make it. And you just also have to be delusional because it isn't easy. And I will say too, the art market changes constantly. Become obsessed. Like, start going to shows, start reading articles, follow Create, This is a plug you over here.
Thank you.
But this is what it takes. Like, you can't just sit in a studio and make beautiful work if you're not in community, if you're not asking questions, if you're not looking at what other people are doing. I go to Miami Art Week every year and I look at everything. And even if you can't afford to go to Miami, you can afford to step out your door, go to your local galleries and see what's happening.
100%. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. And yeah, and I'm all for collaborating with people as well. I think I really love if this idea feels very much yours, no matter who you work with or how you present it. And I just love that you followed that nudge and continue to provide this experience for others. Are people able to attend the opening this July when it opens? Is it open to the
Yeah.
public?
Yeah. So this year, the show is in Portland, Oregon at Art Tower. It's a brand new building. How easy is that PR? The Tracy
Yeah.
Piper at Art Tower.
It's amazing.
So if you're in Portland, Oregon, you are invited. It is free to the public. Art should be free. I mean, you should pay for the art, but you should come see
Yeah.
it for free.
Pay the artist.
I gotta drink coffee somehow. And then if you cannot make it to the show, all of the work is now currently online at thetracypiper.com. So you can actually explore all the people who have submitted, see what they had to say. You don't even have to buy a book because I don't think I should keep this information to myself. I think this is something that the world deserves to see. And then if you want to support me, you can buy the book at any point and I'll ship it off to you. And then you get to experience Scene 2.
Oh, that's so brilliant. And when is the next round of Scene going to be open for people to participate?
Yeah, so I do have a wait list now. It's on the website,
Wow, fancy.
thetracypiper.com. But the project does open at the mid-January. I let people get over their hangovers. Have a
Smart.
little existential crisis before you answer this question.
Yeah,
But yeah,
face
I
your
shall I
demons
start it
first.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, I'll definitely have to keep an eye on that. And I'm so excited to see how this unfolds and what can people expect when they come to the opening? Is it going to be busy? Like what is the experience like typically?
So in San Francisco is where I used to do this, and we would have a line out the door. It's super fun vibes. We've got the drinks going. We got non-alcoholic options. I'm sober, so I love having that. It's fun. It's a chance to meet the other people. It's not just my show, it is everybody who chose themselves show. And so that's what's really fun about it. It's like I'm not the star. I get to just stand there and receive and answer questions, but so does every other person who participated. And what a gift, like that we're all there just having a great time. And then, yeah, like I said earlier, if you purchase your piece or if you buy a piece, if you're just collecting, when you're ready to go, I let people just take it off the wall and dance
Amazing.
away. And then we
That's
film
so
it for Instagram.
fun.
Yeah.
That is so fun. I absolutely adore that. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for sharing this project and your wisdom with us. Now, one more question before we go today is obviously, as someone who is so passionate about mental health and wellness for the world and for everyone, but especially for artists, I feel like artists sometimes don't get the same because they're like, oh, well, you have art to express yourself. Do you have any tips for our creative community on how we can be better at taking care of our own mental health as well?
Oof.
That's the
Accept
toughest
that
one.
that art is not just it. Like, move your body, get some sunshine, eat stuff, feed yourself. The art will be created. If you're an artist, that you can't help but do that. But you got to take care of that vessel.
Mm.
And when you start there, then you've got a long way to go.
Oh my gosh, so true. Absolutely. Taking care of our only tool that can't be replaced in the studio, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Love that
Yep.
so much. Can you tell us where can our listeners follow along? Maybe they can make it to the exhibition. We'll make sure to link everything so they can enjoy it online. But how else can they get in touch with you, work with you, collect your beautiful work?
Yeah, so thetracypiper.com. That's TheTracyPiper.com. That's where everything is. I've done my work.
Yes.
You can find my originals, you can find prints, you can find books. I've even started doing sculpture lately, which is really fun. And then you can follow me on Instagram, which is also the Tracy Piper.
Easy enough. We'll remember
Yeah.
that forever. Oh my goodness. Well, congratulations. I'm so excited to share this project with our audience and share this conversation. I think it's going to inspire so many people. And even me, I have my wheels turning like, I love this idea of like this very interactive project. And it just makes me feel so hopeful about the future of
I'm
society.
so glad to hear that. And honestly, if you guys listening to me make you want to involve yourselves more in community, then we've already done something right. So thank you for having me. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for being here. And I'm so excited to stay in touch and see what magic you create next.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be fun. We're going to have fun. That's it.
Yes, that's the most important thing. Thank you so
Yay.
much.
Thank you. Have a good day.